But yes, as you were saying, the GSL qualifiers are actually in 2 days. 2 days from now. As they are being played out on the 10th of March and the 11th of March. Oh boy. So that could also be as to why someone like Zest isn't here. Maybe for the GSL qualifiers, he's actually, you know, like working towards that.
Zest is already qualified for the round of 16. He was from the
seeded
Super tournament.
True,
if I remember correctly.
True.
Yeah. Something along those lines. But regardless, we shall find out as we spawn into Oxide LE over here in the top right-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the top right-hand corner. I actually thought I should double check, but my search has ended up being inconclusive. Currently teamless, I'm gonna say, because that's the official info out there. However, representing Team NV, he is coming down from the land of Busan, although currently residing in Seoul, if I'm not mistaken. We have DongRaeGu. Hashtag one true dong.
There you go. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the Dong's opponent. We have the red Zerg player hailing from the land of Hong Kong. It is, of course, the one, the only, GogojOey.
And I gotta say, I don't know if this is official or not. If there was an announcement somewhere, I would love to get a link to that if anybody knows. But, you know, if DRG is picked up by NV, that's one heck of a Zerg player. They were missing a Zerg player for a while.
Yeah, at the moment he is officially teamless, but we are also aware that Team NV, as at least the online or the in-game clan, has had like some players just like don't that clan tag even if they aren't on the team, just for the kawaii.
If you're... That's the thing though, it was just for the kawaii, and ever since Team NV got rid of it, you know, why would anybody like join the team who's not on the team, or join the clan without being in the team?
Yeah. It's one of those things where maybe DRG joined it thinking that, you know, that they would have some anime waifu as the clan tag, and then they kind of duped him, you know? Like, feels bad.
Feels bad. Hashtag blame Vortex Slam.
Yeah.
Hashtag blame creator, actually.
It's all on creator, mates. Oh boy. So maybe he's a little bit flustered, you know, maybe without his waifu, he's not really feeling in form. At least that's what GogojOey is hoping, because again, DongRaeGu, he is coming in here as the greater legacy Zerg opponent.
Absolutely. He's a favorite player over here. He had a very, very good start of 2020, but sort of petered out towards the end of it. Still, though, you cannot discount, as you said, his legacy. He is very well known as being one of the greatest Zerg players overall throughout the history of StarCraft 2.
Yeah, and this is what I love to see. Like, in general, I would love to see someone like DongRaeGu against GogojOey or Miyamika to see how they deal with the craziness that is GogojOey, because he is going for a very fast lair. He is looking to wall off, and we'll see if he can keep this hidden, and we'll see if DRG can figure out what's going on.
Yeah, so far not going into his Overlord just yet. Like, that's 2 more gases being taken, but not a 4th. Okay, fine.
Oh, on the other side of things though, DRG, he cut workers a long time ago. He cut at 26 and he's just straight up link flooding across the map, and we've seen Miyamika do this. We saw him do this, I believe it was yesterday, against GogojOey. Like, sure, you could be walling off, but like this mass wave of links is looking to crush through.
And GogojOey's gotta be having some major deja vu vibes right now. He has not enough energy for a transfuse on any of his queens. The links, they're about to kill the queen line, and they should be able to just break in. But the secondary wall and the secondary queen will prevent any of the other links from getting on through. Only 1 queen went down so far, so that's probably the best that GogojOey could really hope for.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Thankfully, GogojOey, he was able to hold on, and there it is. Behind this, he is going for a Spire, but it is a little bit delayed because he was forced to make these roaches, you know, as he was fearful for his life, in case the wall did go down.
Indeed. Just in case, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully it didn't go down, but because of that, it's a little bit of a waste of gas. To be fair, this is also selling the story that he is going for roaches to DRG, as he is kind of displaying his roaches to the overlord of DRG. So DRG doesn't necessarily, he still doesn't suspect Mutas whatsoever. Behind this, he did drone up. Would you say DongRaeGu, he was focusing on that as he was flooding Lings across the map. But he has to be careful. Lings are looking to get in again.
That they are. The queen is in position, and DRG, he knows that there's no way he's going to break that a second time, not without banelings at the very least. This is going to back away and focus once again on his macro. DRG should be heavily favored over here. I mean, they're about even on the workers, but his third base is a lot quicker. He has got a lot more production on his side, but not actually droning up too hard here.
Oh, God.
You gotta cancel! Does get the cancel, and actually, oh, I spoke too soon here, Light. I thought he'd keep that drone alive.
Not quite. The drone did go down again. The third is delayed, but GogojOey, he was able to keep this hidden for the longest time. The mutas are finally popping out, and it's going to be on these mutas to deal some equalizing damage, maybe keep DRG busy at home. The problem is that DRG, he's working on that army. He's looking to try and deny that third base once again, maybe even more than that.
This is just one level below an all-in, I gotta tell you, Light. It's even getting a macro hatchery, but not producing any drones whatsoever. There's so much army out here. Oh, very nice wall here for GogojOey. A couple of bios will help out. I will say that the Lings being clumped up like this helps out a lot. Helps these mutas out a lot, but there's more than enough for them to be able to break through. Not a cancel. 'Twas in fact a kill. And the worst part about this, well, apart from the dying, is that GogojOey revealed his mutas way too quick than he would have liked. Unfortunately, that wasn't all in though, coming down from DRG, and GogojOey, after holding that, will take the first game.
Yeah, I was about to say, as you were saying, the thing is that DRG, he went for the throat, he didn't go for the third base. That third base did finish up, and he was trying to straight up end the game. GogojOey, he was doing such a good job at focusing down those Ravagers with his Mutalisks, and the Roaches for the most part were holding the line. As you saw, DRG committed so much to that attack, and he didn't accomplish anything with it whatsoever, and he didn't have enough to hold the counterattack that GogojOey was going to unleash.
That he did not. And with it, he did not like his chances on the other side. Again, just did not produce too much in the way of workers. It was not feeling comfortable enough to get any anti-air defenses up. He knew the writing was on the wall. And GG.
GG, GogojOey is already up 1-0 in this best of 3, mates. The last time we saw GogojOey in an ESL Open Cup Asia, he toured Cure. Can he do the same to DRG?
And you know what? Cure, he's on this bracket.
He is.
Waiting somewhere around there. But as we continue the series on Death Aura LE, we continue in the top left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the top left-hand corner. Already a little bit unfortunate, but going for a gas first. Interestingly enough, he is a blue Zerg player, officially teamless, however representing, if not team, then clan envy over up here in the Korea server. He is the one true DongRaeGu.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the Red Zerg, hailing from the land of Hong Kong, getting 12-11 right now, mate. This is incredibly aggressive from DongRaeGu. But here we have, already up 1-0 in this best of 3, it is GogojOey. Oh boy.
You heard a 13-12. Let's take it just one step a little further.
Yeah, here we go. The Lings are on the way. Ling speed is on the way. He did not pull out from gas, so I imagine he's going to be throwing down either a Baneling. It has to be a Baneling that's behind this. Completely all in, and oh boy, we'll see how good the defense of GogojOey is going to be.
I'm just looking at that production bar right now. The spawning pool is so far away from being completed.
Yeah, here we go.
This is honestly terrifying.
Yep, and there's the Baneling nest on the way for DongRaeGu, making nothing but Lings, not going for a natural base whatsoever. And on top of all this, he is avoiding the overlords of GogojOey. GogojOey, he doesn't see this whatsoever. He doesn't know the kind of danger he's in, and he's about to in a couple of seconds.
As they reveal themselves, let's get some suspenseful music going on here. Dun, 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 and the Lings reveal themselves!
Oh,
Drone now running for its absolute life to spawn pool, only now finishing up. Trying to scramble for defense right now, GogojOey is. But he can only produce 2 Lings right now. That was a kill, not a cancel. GogojOey will not have those minerals refunded. He has got to have the absolute best drone drilling of his goddamn life right now. Not only his life, but his next life.
I was about to say, but like already messing up with the drone drilling, allowing that spine to get surrounded to get killed. Meanwhile, again, the initial Lings of GogojOey were killed because Ling speed is already done. This is not looking good for GogojOey whatsoever.
And this is, yeah, I have to hard agree with you over there. One Bailing still well alive, looking to get as much splash as it really can. And the Lings come in, a completely defensive GogojOey. GG is called. DRG gonna be tying up that series sideways 1-1. He was mad. He was mad the all-in failed in game number 1.
GG. If you're a player like GogojOey, especially when you go for an opener like a hatch gas pool, you need to have the best drone micro there. You cannot allow that spine to go down like that. Like if it had finished, then he would have had the queen as well to kind of help SimCity each other to not allow like any kind of surround or efficient surface area. Like there was so much that he could have done, but just messed up a little bit, and that's all it takes.
Really is when you're up against a player like him.
Exactly.
And now you see DongRaeGu, he's saying, you know, this wouldn't have had to happen, Gogo. This wouldn't have to happen, Joey. You know, he just died to the all-in game number 1. I would have had to do another all-in on you.
And he could do it again.
He really could. What are the chances, honestly? It's actually looking quite likely. As we conclude this best of 3 series here on Lightshade LE, where it all began. No, wait, that's not entirely true. In the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the top left-hand corner, the blue Zerg player going for a 12th pool. Once again, this time he is going to be representing, if not team, then at least clan envy from the land of Busan. He is DongRaeGu.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Zerg player, the red Zerg hailing from the land of Hong Kong. I love this. Going for a safe pool first opening, we have GogojOey.
I can't believe what we're seeing from DongRaeGu here. I mean, if you blocked out the player names and had told me that we had DRG versus GogojOey maybe 2 weeks ago or something like that, I would have imagined GogojOey was the player all-inning and DongRaeGu was the player defending.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You know, DongRaeGu, he realizes that he is the weaker player in this matchup, so he's trying to go for all these all-ins and try to end the game early, since he probably isn't favored in a macro game, Kappa.
He's not really known for his macro, right? He's not known for his timings or anything like that. So
more
DongRaeGu, he's gotta.
What's more likely is that DongRaeGu, I wouldn't be surprised if he just has no idea who GogojOey is. He kind of doesn't think very highly of him or think much of him, so he's just, you know, going for these builds, assuming that his opponent would just fall over and die, just like game number 2. He assumed the same thing in game number 1, and yeah, we'll see. This is kind of a very iconic, very old school Korean against foreigner like sort of thing, where they're just ultra aggressive, and more often than not, the foreigner struggles to keep up.
Yeah, it was very much. I'm not sure if it was ever confirmed or not, but there was always this like urban legend, so to speak, where the Korean players, when practicing against each other, they do a thing where they be ultra aggressive until their opponent's able to hold that, and then they just, you know, bring that to tournament play as well.
Oh boy, and we see that here as quite a number of Lings are already across the map for DRG. The queen is out for GogojOey, and he is trying to hold the line here, but the Lings are slowly falling. Ooh, a couple more Lings are coming in there from GogojOey.
I'm just watching the health of this queen. It's lower and lower light, and it should just go down. Is what happens when it's only 2 Lings remaining. Already some pretty nice damage for DRG, though. He's feeling comfortable enough to drone up behind that. GogojOey, I feel like, is technically ahead slightly, but after losing a queen, after losing a drone, Now I'm not so sure.
Yeah, DRG, he dealt the damage that he wanted to. Like, killing a queen that early like that is worth it. Especially when, if you look at the units lost, they traded evenly on Lings. So DRG, he did get what he wanted. Economically, he's perfectly fine. Like, they're both relatively even in terms of worker counts. And we'll see what what DRG goes for. Interesting that he decided to get his first gas here in his natural.
Yeah. Huh. Is there a particular reason to do so, or do you think DRG just said, get me the closest gas that I can get, fastest one?
Yeah, I imagine that's kind of what it is, in the sense that because he went for a 12 pool, his gases were delayed, and since, you know, he is currently rallying his newest drones to his natural, then may as well get your first gas at your natural. It may be just that little bit more efficient, but we'll see what happens here, because GogojOey, he is the first to take his third.
Is indeed, and yeah, DRG letting up on the pedal just a little bit this game. Do expect him to go even more aggressive though, and start to cut drones once we get to that lair phase.
Yeah, I love how GogojOey is playing this out, because again, like, he should feel really safe to go up to a third like this, because again, because of the 12 pool opening, like, DRG, his link speed is so late. Like, you don't expect DRG to be aggressive across the map whatsoever. This link managed to slip into the main base as well. He sees everything there is. He confirms that there's no Baneling nest. Like, he doesn't have to be really concerned about defending his third to any big massive like link run by, and GogojOey, he's just free to drone up.
Yeah, that's what the earlier link speed really gets you. Ling zooms in, Ling zooms maybe not quite out, but Ling zoomed in and got a nice little eye full of everything going on. GogojOey gonna be prioritizing Carapace. Kind of like to see that. He is not committed to his tech just yet. He did go for the Roach Warren. We'll see if he actually builds roaches at the moment. He is the player with a lot more possibilities for him.
Yeah. The one thing that GogojOey is missing at the moment is that lair. I expect to see it morphing soon, because DRG already has his on the way, and GogojOey, he's just kind of, there it is, just that little bit later.
Indeed, it will be. And it is going to be a Roach commitment coming out here from GogojOey. Both players are going to be going into their Roach Wars. DRG with the +1 range, GogojOey with the +1 Carapace. Who do you favor in this scenario, lad? I feel like I got to favor GogojOey.
I mean, we'll see though. There's a decent amount of Lings here for DRG. He's looking to try and find some damage, but GogojOey with Lings of his own, he should be perfectly fine for now. What I'm really concerned about though is this Roach speed. You know, DRG, he can hit some kind of timing, and some Lings slipped into the main.
And get another queen. Regicide is going to be the name of this game. DRG is just doing such a good job of sniping them bit by bit.
Yeah. So that will cut into the larva available for GogojOey, all those injects as well. So a bit of a shame there. DRG, he just keeps finding those drones and those queens. And what's important is that DRG, he's not droning up at his third whatsoever. He is down almost 10 workers compared to his opponent, and GogojOey, he has to see this. Like, he has to realize once he comes in with his inks, oh my god, there's nothing here. I need to make nothing but units, but it may be too late.
Yeah, I was gonna say make nothing but workers. No. Complete opposite. Should be happening right now. He is throwing down some side defense, quite a bit of side defense. He does not like his chances at all. But I will say that with that Carapace, he is going to be able to survive a lot more hits coming from DRG's army. He has a defender's advantage to rally out more units. Already doing a decent job of taking out a couple of those Lings that could have potentially surrounded the roaches of DRG.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job at distracting those Lings. As you were saying, still this Roach Ravager army of DRG is still pretty massive in comparison, but it looks like GogojOey has bought enough time to finish up his plans. He needs to bring them up forward though.
He really does. It's not really covering anything right now unless the roaches smush their face right into that hatchery, and I'm not so certain it's going to help out too much. Did keep them very clumped up together, and as a result, they do get to be biled down just like so. They do stand strong, and GogojOey will be splitting them up a little bit. He holds that at third base for now, but that is just the beginning of that onslaught. That Carapace is really helping him out here.
That it did.
Still not producing workers, getting his +2.
Yeah, he did produce a small wave of workers as he was attacking, so we do see that they are relatively even. Actually, DRG a little bit ahead there. GogojOey, what's important is that he was able to hold on without losing any drones whatsoever. Like, that's key here. And now his upgrades are going to be able to kick in. With 2 Evo chambers, he should be able to work on 2-2 at the same time, I would hope. It's a little bit scary because DRG is already working on his +2 range. And DRG, he backs off. You know, the game continues.
Yeah, we're finally getting a longer macro game out of this.
I'm sure DRG is quite upset about that.
Yeah. Like, oh no. I don't know how to macro.
Oh god. But props to GogojOey. Like, he has been able to keep up with DRG. Like, this is really impressive. It's something that you wouldn't really expect to happen. But so far in this ZvZ, he's been doing quite well. But we'll see if I spoke too soon. DRG, he does have a supply lead. He is pushing out across the map. He does get spotted by the Overlord.
Oh, and an Overlord somehow still surviving here. GogojOey, okay, he split up his spine crawls here, just committing even more to the static defense. Again, just looking to buy time, and that Carapace will help him out, but very shortly, in just a couple of seconds, +2 range is going to be finishing up for DRG. He has got a much better concave right now. Half of GogojOey's army doesn't have the range to attack into DRG's.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't have enough Ravagers, only 2 Ravagers, and as all this is happening, the third goes down.
Just like so. GogojOey trying to fight the Broodlings, but all of these Bileslight, it is forcing GogojOey to just back away each and every time. Such a good job of zoning out the army DRG is doing.
Yeah, exactly. And with that, even if GogojOey is able to hold on here, like, he's lost so much. He lost the base, he lost workers, and DRG, he's just not stopping. He's just rallying more and more roaches across the map, slowly just breaking through whatever GogojOey has.
And the writing is not quite on the wall yet, Light, but it's being written.
It's basically on the wall, mate. Everything goes down. The spine goes down. There's nothing left here for GogojOey.
GG is called, and DRG shows off why he is still the one true Dong. GG indeed. Very exciting series that came out from here, honestly. Thorough nail biter through and through, but in the end, I think we did get kind of the expected result here. DRG taking out GogojOey, gonna advance to the quarterfinals, I believe it was. Yeah, quarterfinals, we're not quite yet in the semifinales.
Not quite yet, but GG, congratulations to DongRaeGu. He was able to in the end overwhelm GogojOey and his army. GogojOey, he was keeping up for quite some time, but we saw, like, even though the supplies were pretty similar, the majority of that supply was in those roaches. He only had 2 Ravagers. Like, he would barely fight efficiently whatsoever. Every single engagement, as you were pointing out, only half his army was really attacking.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing about making roaches offensively here. They just don't quite have the range that Ravagers have, and of course Corrosive Vial, such a good zoning tool. And not just for zoning, if they actually manage to land, that's some free AoE damage you got there. Managed to soften up the carapace of the opposing roaches.
Yeah. It was definitely a close series, closer than we really expected, and congratulations to DongRaeGu. As he does move on to face the winner of Creator versus Naxin.